Do you guys remember this masterpiece by Bertone? Well, I do, and I still love this car. It's got these very unique front headlights that are very popular. Well, today, let me take you on a journey where I make its successor. For today is Friday Pikeday. Oh, yes. Seriously, guys, watch this video. This is a video that would come on every single time that I would bring up a rally game on my computer, and usually I would skip title screen stuff, but this one would come up and I would watch the shit out of it. This thing is insane. So there he is. He's got the Peugeot 405 Group B rally car, and he's taking it up Pikes Peak on the dirt. Now, we're not going to do dirt, but we are going to do Pikes Peak with a Group B rally car that's reminiscent of this car to pay homage for this absolutely brilliant bit of driving that always made me think of, like, how scared must you be to do this? That car is just so wicked. Oh, man. I love this thing. It's insane. All right, let's get to this. We're gonna make something from approximately the 80s, probably a little bit older than that. We're gonna try to choose something like a hatchback, though unfortunately they're probably only gonna have front engine as an option. I get the feeling that that was probably mid-engine. Four-wheel steering? Okay, so the engine did actually go on the front. Wait, hold on. The engine sat very low in front of the right rear wheel. Oh, so this was a side-by-side engine. Interesting. 600 horsepower, 900 kilograms. And 0 to 200 in less than 10 seconds. Oh my god. So we're gonna have to try to make this for less than $1 million, which shouldn't be too hard, maybe? Let's go $1 million. This is probably American. Wow. They had a budget up to approximately $2 million? Nice. Okay, so the budget is $2 million. Should be incredibly easy. It's based upon the 405. The 405 Turbo 16. Also, this isn't Group B, apparently. Just ignore that part. So this is the body I picked, even though it's the wrong body. What the hell? There we go, much better. Whoops. That van would have been quite peculiar. Hold on, do we have mid-engine choice here? Front engine, damn it. We have this as an option, though it looks a little too new. Honestly, I've been avoiding these cars, thinking that they did look like more 90s, even though they're set in 1980, but we're gonna choose it anyway. We're gonna go for the 2.2 meter long, which is gonna make this thing absolutely crazy stupid. I mean, it is a very short car. Looks so weird. Fiberglass, because that's probably what it had. A monocoque carbon fiber, huh? Well, I mean, we have the money for it, so why not? We're gonna go mid-transverse to get an even weight balance. So what they had is they had a side-by-side, and it was just in front of the rear right wheel, which means that the engine would have been right about here. So, I don't know. Transverse? Sure. Double wishbone, new project. There was a Group B version of it, but that's not what we're going with. You cannot tell me that they started off with an almost incredibly square 1.8 liter engine. There is no engine listed here. Mid-engine, 4-cylinder transversal. Oh, so it is transverse anyway. 16 valve. Wait, how is the successor a Citron? What? I'm so confused. Well, let's go inline for probably an aluminium engine. I don't know. 83 and 82. I don't like my chances. Well, it doesn't fit. Shit. Mid-longitudinal it is. Wait, what? Why doesn't it fit? New body time. 2.3 meter. There we go. Now it fits. Don't ask me why. Do we want to go 5 valve? I mean, we do have the money. We do have a $2 million budget. But no, we're going to go with forged steel, heavy duty forged, and forged. Cam profile's going way up. Quality is going way up. Variable valve timing, sure. Turbocharger, ball bearing, maybe. You know what? It might actually be a journal bearing. It's too hard to tell. I'm going to say it's probably got a journal bearing. And then select race. Up the quality a bit. Injection, multi-point, per cylinder race. Up that fuel ratio quite a lot, because this thing does not need to be good on fuel. Up that. You know what? Up this a lot. Even more. It's probably also going to run on a super fuel, but not leaded, because this is beyond that period of time. Exhaust is going to be quite large. No cat, no mufflers. 294. So what we have to aim for is 450-ish kilowatts. Not too hard, I think. How about upping the exhaust? There we go. That helps a little bit. I increase that quality a little bit too. It seems that normal forged is not doing it for us. So we're going to go lightweight forged and billet steel. Oh, that's not good. Heavy duty forged. Oh, no. Well, let's increase the quality. Oh, dear God. Well, I mean, all it has to do is make it one run up a hill. I mean, for me, it's going to be multiple runs, but for the idea, it's going to be one run up the hill. Seems that we're kind of stuck at about 382, which is 512 12 horsepower. Nothing really to sneeze at. We're gonna see how this goes. Oh dear. Why not give it a listen at least? That is the sound of a very powerful and very small 1.8 liter turbocharged engine. Oh dear. Okay, time to choose a body. Which one do we want? Do we want this one? Or do we want this one? Neither. So this one looks a lot more sleek, but it's not a sleek car, is it? So we're gonna go with this body. That is some very weird optimization choices that we can make. It's a very smooth wide body. Baby blue seems like a good choice, right? Maybe. Who knows? Probably not. Moving on. Rear wheel drive. Wait, what? No. All that work in the wrong body anyway. Oh, it's because it's... Wait, mid-transverse can't do that? What about mid-longitude? Damn it. Rear? Okay, rear can go in. Yay, all-wheel drive. This is going to be a completely atrocious nightmare of a car. Oh, dear God, I can see it already. There we go. Hidden. Now you can't even tell. Ah, crab apples. Manual. 5-seat, because it's going to need as many gears as possible. We're going to go for about 350-ish. You could probably go faster than that, but that's about the sort of speed that we're going to aim for. Geared LSD, because we want the best. A little bit more to the rear, but only a little bit. Oh, I suppose it is rear engine, so we do want more drive to the rear. Up that quality just a little bit. Tires are going to be radial. They're going to be semi-slicks, and we're going to make them extra big. So we're going to need to make the front tires narrow, because this thing is going to need very narrow tires to not oversteer. Alloy wheel, no, magnesium, because magnesium are lighter. Up that quality a smidge. Vented brakes, 1 piston in the front, vented 2 piston in the rear. Pad thai. Fully clad, undercladding, brake airflow, sure, why not? Up that quality just a little bit. Seats, I mean, I don't think it had a co-driver in the Pikes version, so we're gonna say no. The Dakar version, yes, but this, no. Sports, and none, and raise that quality just a little bit. Power steering will be hydraulic, even though we probably don't really need it. ABS, very much so, yes, please. Safety will be basic 80s, because we're gonna have a 3-point seat belt, and it's going to be having a roll cage in it. Standard, gas monotube, passive, and select race. Then, bloop. Oh, wait, what? Oh, that didn't go down very... Oh, that's funny. I don't care who you are, that's funny. Bloop. Okay, yeah, no, down. Down is where it's going. Anyway, moving on. What details do we have? Okay, so our top speed is quite good. Our 0 to 100 is quite good, so could be better. I suppose we got a lot of drag in this model. Little bit of oversteer, that's fine, we can fix that. Kind of, maybe. God damn, that's a narrow front tire. That doesn't seem right, but I don't have an option. Brakes seem incredibly good. So we're gonna down this to a 1 piston on the rear. Gonna balance that out a little bit. And now we're gonna add a buttload of downforce. So they've got this really big front splitter with side, I can't remember what they're called. Shit, they're called something. They're big air vents on the side. You've got the ducting in here, and then you've got the downforce created up here by the air coming in, doing its cooling stuff, but then being used as downforce to go over the car. So we want something, right? God damn it, it's narrow again. This is gonna cause the same issue, isn't it? Frick. So the problem is with a lot of other cars, when you start making these splitters big for some reason, they just scale down into the ground and it becomes an absolute POS. So instead, we're going to fake it. We're gonna make it up entirely, and then we're gonna hide some downforce in there to give it the actual real downforce that it would otherwise have. Why is there holes in this? I didn't order that. Okay, so this took me about an hour and a half. This was a really long build, and most of that was trying to figure out how to make a front end that looked very similar without using fake aero parts or the real aero parts that would collide with the ground. Then we moved around to the headlights, did one there that is a bit of a call out to a person that hates the fact that I use these headlights so much. And the rear end was quite simple, and then I went back and finished off the front end. That is probably the wonkiest line I have ever seen. You see here, it's going up and it's curving downwards, and then it goes to the understand, then goes, you know what, no, we are gonna have oversteer, but no, it's not gonna handle properly. It's not even that, and then we're gonna go down here, and then we're gonna go down here, and then we're gonna be like, no, you maybe we won't understeer. It's just... I've not seen such a weird line before. Honestly, downforce is too high, that's entirely fine with us. Let's reselect race, down our front tires, make them wider. God damn it, you really wanna oversteer so much, don't you? So at about 80-ish or 85 is when it starts to lose control, and at 85 kilometers an hour, we're generating, about 170 kilograms of downforce, so at about here is when it'll start to take over with downforce, so we should be good. Okay, are we under our $2 million budget? it. Yes, we are. We are well under. Nice. Increase this quality a little bit. Increase this quality a little bit. Increase the quality more. Our brakes are. My God, what am I looking at? And let's go full race brakes. That is so weird that it usually would go down because you would get lift in the car. But here it's going, you know what? We're getting more and more braking, more and more braking, more and more braking. And then like 170, it goes, oh, you know what? Actually, you don't have grip anymore. And I don't understand why it's saying that. That is the front brakes that are failing. But I'm not overly concerned because when you start to brake, the weight really does go to the front wheels. God damn it. Why again? Okay, we're up to $223,000, which is not so bad. Our 0 to 100 is 3.8 seconds. Our wheel spin is pretty bad, but I don't think there's a whole lot more we can do here. How much does this weigh? 814 kilograms, which is less than 2,000 pounds. I'm not sure how much that is. You can figure it out yourself. Oh, would you look at that? Good thing we have ABS. I really want really racy brakes. You know what? Screw it. I want very racy brakes. And there, it's way over braking, but that's fine. I just wanted to have a pad type 100 car and a reason to have a pad type 100 car. So what does automation reckon this will do around the test track? A 158. You know what? That's respectable. Yes. Is it amazing? No, that is not amazing. But I mean, it is very light. I would have hoped for more. I suppose it's got lots of drag on it. It doesn't have a lot of drag on it. Why then? Okay, so I just upped the quality of the body. 158.13. Let's see if that makes any difference. Apparently, that made it worse. How? I don't freaking know. That is so concerning. So generally, the rule is at 200 kilometers an hour, we are just going to understeer, and there's nothing we can do about it. I want to generate so little rear downforce to get a usable I don't even know what you would call this curve. And there's like a ton of downforce on the rear. Literally a ton of downforce. Well, that's made us worse. But then again, I suppose I am driving on a dangerous road, so I'm not too concerned about, a normal lap time. Oh, we're under 800 kilos now. What about our price? We're still well under on price. Damn, they must have had a buttload of like really high quality stuff. Let's go ahead and do that. We're at 300,000. We did help our engine a little bit. It's now down to 17 by upping the quality of the pistons quite a lot. But yeah, it's much better now. Let's go ahead and export. You know what I haven't done? I haven't given it a name. Whoops. The Bertoni 75 Special. I suppose I should have mentioned that that's actually what I was going with. The idea is that this car is made by the same sort of company that made this car. So, I mean, that's the general idea of it. So this is the Bertoni Pikes Peak track. Let's, go take it over. God damn it, I forgot about the whole chrome thing. I can't wait until BeamNG gets this one fixed. So we brought it out here. Unfortunately, I would have loved to have seen it in a good color, but I wanted to give this dirt one a bit of a try. I've never tried it, so let's give it a try now. We're gonna set this to a manual gearbox, and we're just gonna try this out in the dirt, even though this is not really meant for dirt, and we don't have dirt tires on. So far, you know what? I'm doing all right. It's not uncontrollable, though I am not using proper brakes, so yeah, that shit happens. You know what? Screw this. There we go. We're not gonna do a proper race on the dirt because that's gonna take up way too much time. So we're just gonna take this around with proper paint colors on. We're gonna switch over to manual so we can be in control of that. So yeah, this thing is incredibly peaky on the power band. You can see it's like no power, no power, no power, and then suddenly it's just got all of the frickin' power in the world. Oh, you know what I need? I need a handbrake for my steering wheel setup. Oh, my steering wheel is vibrating like crazy right now. Oh no, that was almost bad. And then into that power band. Try to keep it in the power band, but there's not a whole lot we can do here. This thing really needs like a sequential 7-speed or something to be able to maintain this power band, really. I don't think I've been on... You know what? No, I've never been on this dirt track before, honestly. Oh, come on. Get it into... There we go. There's that power band. Okay. I also have been having a lot more troubles with my gear shifting incorrectly. God damn it. So you see there, it just double shifts. Oh, no! Oh, well, we've gotten about halfway through the base of the mountain. Let's just fast forward a bit. All right, here we are. We're on the sort of area which you would normally see me race on, except on gravel. So, yeah, let's, oh boy. Oh boy. All right, we're gonna go first person for this because this is gonna start to get a real lot scary. Brakes are, you know what, surprisingly good on dirt. I was expecting them to be a lot worse than that, but they were usable. Except for the fact that this thing likes to get that oversteer. Oh, it really does. Can you stop double shifting up, please? God damn, the steering wheel is so jank. I need a new one. Guys, help me buy a bazillion-dollar race rig. Oh, well, we've gone off. Well, you know, screw it. We've had our fun. Let's go do the proper bitumen one, because this is going to take me hours anyway. And this is the night before Christmas, so I can have one recorded for Christmas Day. I am doing double shift for you guys. That's how much I care. Do you care about me? If you do, maybe subscribe. Devil's Playground again, just letting you know. Okay, back to chromium. Great. Do you know what I didn't expect is for this car to actually handle really well. This made it probably 75% of the way up before I was caught off by a corner. And it wasn't particularly that I lost control, it's just I misjudged the corner and went off. This is a good car. And you can see this by how few accidents I actually had with this thing. And those were more user error than anything else. Well, it's faster than the Skyline, that's for sure, by 12 whole seconds. So immediately after that, I was able to put down another lap, and this one I got completely through as well. That's just how controllable this car was. But with the last lap, there was many issues, one of which with its measly 500 and something whatever horsepower, not even worth commenting on. It was a little bit slower reaching the lines. Now, I have cars that are usually 2 to 3 times the amount of power, so the braking distance was a lot shorter. And you can see here that I had to double brake and let off on the brake and slow down a lot less than what I normally would, because I was just so taken by how much this thing would brake, and also with it being so incredibly light, because it's only got a 1.8 liter turbo, the braking on this thing was immense. Being able to just pull up on a dime, basically, the car would shudder with how, see, look at that, it just shudders with how easily and how quickly this thing brakes. And then I find that I'm going way too slow for a corner, so I just go around it, but I can't really get out. Now, I have driven many cars with turbo lag as well, but this one was different. When you hear about people talking about race cars that have like very bad turbo lag and all that kind of stuff, this is the personification of that, because you don't, fighting turbo lag in this is very strange. You're not just going, oh no, it's very clear when you're not in power. No, it's kind of like somebody's sighing. You just go like, ugh. And that's what it feels like when you're not in turbo boost. It's like a, ugh. Like, it's very hard to explain. Drive this thing, try to drive it really fast, and you'll feel that feeling of disappointment when it's not in turbo boost. It harkens back. It really makes you realize the sort of thing that they went through, and it is a real struggle to keep it in the power band. But when you're in there, it feels so alive, it feels so real, it feels so good. But then you get down to the slow corner and then like, oh yeah, it's crazy. And you can see that this thing is so controllable, it brakes so good. It is really hard to judge your braking lines, but even if you do overshoot, the thing brakes so well compared to other cars that it pulls up anyway, and probably earlier than what you thought it was going to when you were braking in the first place. And it just grips around the corners. It does so well, it doesn't get tail happy coming out of these things. You can just see it there, it just goes off, it does its thing, lots of turbo lag, which is probably really helping you keep the power down because you're not doing a whole lot. Now, just, yeah, see this? Oh god, I finished! I thought I was it. I was so ready to restart. Oh boy. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I might as well give you a little bit of a Phil score. Starting with the weekend category, the styling is wild, but something feels a little bit off. It gets a 7 out of 10. The acceleration is plagued by turbo lag, but when you hit that 500 or more horsepower, it gives you that tingle. It gets a 7 out of 10. The handling is supreme. It's made for corners, and it isn't troubled by fast corners like so many other short wheelbase cars. It gets a 9 out of 10. The fun factor is huge. If you ever get the chance, drive one of these. Feel that turbo lag, then feel a smile that comes on all the way up to 200 kilometers an hour. It gets a 10 out of 10. The cool factor is quite high. Even though it's not a Group B rally car, it has that pedigree there. It gets a 10. For a total weekend score of 43. Now, moving on to the daily categories, the features are quite sparse. It is a track car, and only having an intercom to your co-pilot, it gets a 1 out of 10. The comfort is dreadful. Having to strap into your 5-point harness, step over the roll cage every time you get into it or out of it, and with a ride and a seat that has no give, it gets a 2. The quality of this handmade car is quite good, but the engine is not meant for cruising, so it gets a 3 out of 10. The practicality is quite low. Even with the open, stripped cabin, getting in and out, and no backseat at all, it gets a 2 out of 10. Now, the value is tricky. This one-off, legendary, record-setting race car could go for millions, but with no real point of reference, you wouldn't know if you're getting a good deal or not. It gets a 5, because that's right in the middle. And so am I. This gets a total daily score of 13. Add them all up, and you get a total fill score of 56, which puts it just above the other classic race car, the Fioredino. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys next time, hopefully soon. The thank you for the 500 subscriber video will be coming out. It's Christmas right now. The schedule's up a little in the air, and I am, well, lazy. But yes, thank you all for subscribing. This has been great. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.